I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is beating, I gotta get back to the hood.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something. Established and get things moving.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Let's go, boys. Bring it.
At their own 20-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this 1st series. Sanders. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Washington, 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make? Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Davion Taylor. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now this throw caught left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll look to throw again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
They go play action with Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. They'll run with Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Flushed out right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He's not going to get me. Watch 49. Crunch time, defense.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 15-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Looking to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drill.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. There he goes left side. 30, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
It don't even matter.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your
touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
A beautiful fake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Sweetheart. 49. Mike, 49. Check pass. Check pass.
They'll throw now on the final play. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, That could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
7 yards, the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Second and 3. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good with a PAT, and it is 42-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the side.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
59 Mike, check. Hey, come on, check 59.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
49, guys. Mike. Double up. 49.
He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Ask any pass rusher, and they'll tell you any quarterback who lines up every time and goes straight back in the pocket, that's who they want. But when they have to deal with a Jalen Hurts who may come at them from any angle and can get outside of the pocket and run, that's a nightmare for anybody who has to rush the quarterback. And I love Jalen Hurts' athletic ability. Almost a 4.6 runner. This guy can get outside the pocket and make plays with his legs as well as his arm.
On first down, Hurts eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Steps away to his left. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about...
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Washington. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And Washington able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 27-yard line.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And once again, this is Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
That swung out wide to Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Forced out to his left. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.